Hello, what's up guys? Welcome to the next video. So today, I'm back on the Minecraft world, part 2. So yeah, as you can see, this is where I left off yesterday. So yeah, um, so basically, so I ate food because I fell on accident. I didn't mean to, my pickaxe broke. So I'm trying to get some copper to make some better tools because, the copper age update. So now you can use copper and it's actually usable and not useless. And let me tell you, we use copper a lot in this video, or in this series. Like, it's just so useful though. But yeah, so I'm getting copper. My friend is crafting some stuff. And then I try to make a furnace, but I don't have enough cobblestone. So I mine another one. And then my friend breaks the crafting table. And then I tell him, and he looks at me. And then I pretend to crit him out. And then he, just runs off and then places it back. So I give him berries, like for food, because he said he was starving. So yeah. So then I start to eat, because of course I'm hungry. And then, I don't know why I'm just looking around like that, but then I craft the furnace finally, and then I put the coal in to, start to smelt. I place my bed because I see it's becoming nighttime, and then my friend didn't place his bed, or my friend doesn't have a bed, so he eventually dies and then runs back to the village to get his bed. Or he goes back now. Or yeah, I don't know. He just gets his bed eventually whenever he decides to. So I'm smelting my copper with the wood I have because my coal ran out. Even though I'm pretty sure I have some coal in the bundle I have. But yeah. So then I put food and random stuff into this other bundle. So yeah. Because I don't like having a cluttered inventory, honestly. But yeah, so I get more copper, and then my friend takes the crafting table again. So I start to sleep while my friend goes to the village to find a bed there to sleep. So I'm just waiting until he sleeps. So yeah. And for some reason he's taking a while to find like a place to sleep. I don't know why, but yeah. So just waiting for him to sleep. And then I get up because I'm wondering why is he taking so long. So then I'm just looking around, and then I don't want mobs to spawn near me because then I can't sleep. So I'm kind of like that. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah, I grab more copper to make more items, and I'm waiting. I'm kind of bored right now, so I'm following the bar and I'm waiting for my friend to come back or something like that. Just waiting for him to get in bed. Yeah, so then he sleeps. So then I sleep. And then it's finally daytime. So yeah. So my friend grabs his bed and like runs back over and places it here. And I don't know why I'm AFK right here, but I'm AFK for a bit. And then I come back eventually and I craft some armor and tools. So yeah. And then here I craft a chest plate. Or no, I craft leggings first. And then boots. I don't know why. Oh wait, right. I already have other armor. Or better armor. So yeah, so now I have a full set of armor. And I start to craft tools now. And then I'm going over to my friend. Because I'm like, he's taking forever to get back. And then I realized that he died because he's back at spawn again if you check the locator bar. And so now he's back at the village, I'm pretty sure. And then he has all his stuff. So he's back at the village now. And I'm just looking around. I don't remember what for, but yeah. Oh yeah, no wait, he did die. He's not back at the village yet. But yeah, he blew up to a creeper again. So yeah, just grabbing all of his stuff, making sure that I didn't miss anything. So yeah, and then I see the coal, and I decide to go for it because why not? It's free coal. So then I put all of his stuff in chest, and then I see he has a nautilus shell, and I'm like, wait a minute, yeah. And then I'm thinking to myself, I don't think he should be holding a nautilus shell if he's dying this much. But then I still give it back to him because like why not? And then I'm just looking around to see what he has, and then I realize I accidentally put my crafting tables in there too. I put that back in my inventory. Yeah. And then so I'm just looking through, and then I'm thinking if I should take the nautilus shell or not, but he's back, so I don't. And then I show him my full armor, and I'm just like showing it off to him. See, and like I said, he changed his skin here. So like in the first video, I said he changes his skin later, but he doesn't for a while. But here you can see his skin is changed. So yeah, now I go for the coal because I want coal. And then it takes forever to mine in the water, and I don't want to drown while doing it. So I take my dirt, and I like make an air pocket by like filling all the water spots. So yeah, well I mine this coal first, and then I do that because like I don't want to take forever, and I don't want to drown while doing it. So first I block off the water coming from the sides, and then I block off all the inside water. Yeah, and then I accidentally reset the mining progress, and so then I'm out, and then I fill that in, and then I break it, and I'm just filling it in, and then breaking it the dirt. So this just makes it easier to mine the coal now, so that I don't drown, because I really don't want to drown, because that isn't fun. It already happened. Yeah, now I'm getting at the coal. I'm mining all of it, and then I'm telling my friend to go to the other cave, but he doesn't realize that he has to go to the other cave. Like I'm telling him to go to the other cave because there's copper there or whatever, and then he thinks I'm talking about the cave that I'm like digging right now. And so he comes to me, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing here? And then he's like, I came to the cave, and yeah. So then I tell him to go to the other cave, the bigger one, and then he's thinking about how he's gonna like build out because yeah. And then I show him that he's no IQ, like just like that he can break the blocks to swim out. So yeah, I help him escape. So yeah, so now we're running back to the other cave, the bigger cave. So yeah, I look here just in case maybe I missed something, but I didn't. Okay, obviously. And so now we're back at this cave, and yeah. So I jump down. I watch as my friend jumps down. I try to catch him with the block so he doesn't take any fall damage, but I obviously missed. So then I grab all my copper, and then I make a pickaxe, and yeah, and I give it to him. And then yeah, see he places his bed down, and so I'm just waiting for more copper to smelt, and then I switch it with the coal because coal like just lasts longer. And then I realize I have coal in my bundle, so then I put the coal in there, and then I'm just looking around, thinking about my life decisions, blah 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 blah. Who really cares? And then I realize I'm kind of low on hunger, so I eat. And then I also want to go deeper in the cave to like find more stuff. So yeah. And then I take the food out because more food. And I'm like jumping down. And honestly, I think I'm a better miner than my friend. But yeah, so I build like a small staircase up. I grab the rest of my copper, or at least the rest that's melted. I make some sticks, and then I craft some tools like a pickaxe because it's like faster or whatever. And I guess more pickaxes mean more like I don't know. And then I make a chest and place it down so I can put my extra stuff in there just in case I die, because, you know, I'm going into the caves. So, yeah. And I don't know how I don't realize this, but, I think I actually make the copper pickaxe for my friend. But, yeah, I don't know how I don't realize this, but I have 2 raw copper in my bundle, but I just don't notice. So, yeah. So I go down into the cave, and I go back out after, like, 2 seconds of looking into it. And then I make some torches, because I realize it's kind of dark in there. And then I grab my copper, I grab the coal, and I put the copper in there. And then I grab it back out for some reason. And then I make leggings thinking that my friend doesn't have any. And then that's literally the only piece of armor that he has when he comes back out. And I tell him that I made it for him. And then, yeah, I make the torches now. And then he tells me that he already has it. And then I'm like, I'm going to kill him, take his leggings, and then he can take the new ones. But yeah, I don't kill him. And then so it's just an extra armor piece. He takes it for whatever reason. And yeah, so now I have torches, and I go back in. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I try to take half, and then I give it the other half to him. And then I make the rest into torches because I have 4 sticks left, so why not? And then I grab the torches again, and then I split it into 20. And then I give him those. And then I run off back into the cave for finally time to do some actual mining. And yeah, I take some damage. And then as you can see to the left, as you can see there's iron and copper. So I'm like building down to it so that I can reach it. But then I finally reach it. So I start to mine it with my pickaxe. And I'm like, yay, iron! The first iron that I've mined on this world. So yeah. Oh yeah, and if you're still watching, that means you like it. So it would be nice if you could please leave a like and a sub. And you can wait until I post some more videos if you're liking the series, because I definitely will, even if not many people watch it. So I see more iron here. I try to kill the zombie so he doesn't come after me, and then he somehow hits me, which is kind of weird, in my opinion, because he has like a lot of range. But yeah, then I go for the iron, and then I get it. So yeah. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you're still watching, I would suggest you go watch part 1 before you finish the rest of this video, because that'll give you some context on what's happening in the beginning. But yeah. So then I start to build out of the cave. And then I'm like looking around. And then I see more iron, so I go for that instead of building out of the cave. Because like I'm thinking I'm going to risk it with what I have. Because like it's pretty easy to get to this stuff. And then I see the copper. And so I'm going to go for that next. So I grab the iron. And I just want to be really safe because I don't want to fall off and die. Because it gets annoying when you have to go cave diving with nothing to grab your stuff again. And then I go for the copper now, instead of coming back up again. Because, well, yeah, I want the copper. More ores. And copper is actually really good early game, because you get a lot of it from the ore, or from the veins. So, yeah. So, like, 21 just from that vein. And like, that's almost a full set of armor and tools, which is kind of nice. So, yeah, I put all of it in my bundle so it's easier to grab later, like if I die. And it's also just more organized in my inventory. So then I run back up to the surface. And actually, I go over here just to check once, just in case I might miss something. And then I look in my bundle to see what I have. And then I go over here, and then there's a zombie, so I destroy him. There's another zombie, which I also destroy. They're no match for me. I'm just too good for them. But anyways, yeah. So I see more iron, and then I also see some coal. and then I destroy another zombie, and then I see a baby zombie, and I'm like, heck no, I'm not I'm not fighting a baby zombie on fair ground. So I'm just building up to escape. And it's also nighttime, so my friend wants to sleep. So I fail some parkour. So I'm getting attacked by the zombies. So I can't hit the baby one or the big one. So I dig down the block. I kill the big one, and then I think baby zombies have way too much health. They have like the same amount as the adult zombie. So my friend is like coming to check on me to see if I'm okay because I'm telling him that I'm trying not to die from a baby zombie. But yeah, and then I tell him that I'm okay and I'm coming back because I killed him. So I start to dig straight up, and then yeah. So then I reach the top, and then I go around, and then I see him waiting for me. So then I run over to him with my amazing parkour skills, and then I build up again, and then he goes back to bed. And oh yeah, and then I fall again. And then I get into bed after putting my stuff into there. And then we have like a staring contest of some kind. I don't really know. And then I like crit him out because I ask how much health he's at. And then I crit him out for some reason. And then we go to bed. So yeah. Oh yeah, sorry if my like voiceover, like me narrating what I'm doing is a little like it's not very consistent. Because it's like it's like hard to completely remember what exactly I'm gonna do because I'm not the kind of person who takes notes every single second of like what I'm thinking or what I'm going to do or what I'm doing. So yeah. So sorry if my narrating is a little inconsistent. But yeah. So then I put in the some stuff, and then I check the chest to put some stuff into there, some extra stuff. And then yeah, I put all the ores in there, and then I grab the coal to put there. And then I take the emerald out of his bundle eventually, and I put it in my bundle because it's like the one with all the ores. So then I grab the other furnace that my friend has. So then yeah. So then I grab the iron too, so I can put it in the other furnace. So yeah. And then I go back into the caves because I saw iron before the baby zombie attacked me. So I'm going down now to grab it. To grab the extra iron that I saw. And then I see some coal here, or not coal, some copper. So then I go for the copper, and then I tell my friend about the iron over there. So he starts to go over there. And he was already, like, searching over there anyways. But yeah, he just goes to try and get some iron. And then he's, like, looking down now over here for some reason. And then I think he sees, like, more iron or something down there. So I just ignore that, and I go for the iron I saw over here. And then now I realize a lot more mobs have spawned. And I'm like, bruh, really? And then I see a skeleton, and I'm not trying to get sniped by a skeleton. So, like, I carefully parkour down, and I block off the skeleton. And then I try to hit him, but I can't reach him. So I break a block down, and then I can finally hit him. But I don't go too close to the edge because I'm not trying to get hit, even though I get hit here. So yeah, I'm absolutely destroying the zombie villager and the skeleton. They can't do nothing against me. So yeah, and then I see how many arrows that the skeleton missed, and I'm like, wait a minute, skeletons still suck on this version. And I think like the harder and we play on normal mode, so I think it's like they get more aimbot the better the mode. And then I dig down there. And then I think there's only 2 iron, and then I see more in the wall. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's a lot of iron here. Let's go. And then I forget that there's more iron above me. Because, like, I missed some iron up there. So then I go for the coal. And then, yeah, the zombie comes up to attack me, but he can't really reach me anymore. And then I see iron there, which I grab. And then my friend comes, so then I'm like, then I go for the zombie. Because he wants to go down there and explore deeper into the cave. But yeah, then I go back to the coal, and I start to mine some more coal. Because coal is cool, because, it's not cool, though, well. And then I think I finished mining the coal. But I realize I'm not because there's more coal. Because coal sometimes looks like gravel in the dark, and it's so weird. So yeah, I grab all the coal, then I go this way to my friend, And then I look up, and then I still miss the iron up there. And then I see iron here, and so I go for this iron instead. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I hit the jackpot, because there's like only 6 iron here. And I think there's more in the wall, but there isn't. So then I'm just like sad. And then we see this villager that has, I think, full copper armor and an iron shovel. So my friend tries to kill him to get the armor stuff. And then I realize it's leather armor. But trust me, later I do see copper, a full copper. And then I'm trying to escape so that I don't die. But my friend's got it under control. So yeah. Then I go up here just looking for more ores. And then I see copper. So I go for that. And then I see iron to the right, or I think I see more coal. And then a skeleton thinks he's got anything on me. But he sucks. The skeleton just sucked. Like, look at all these shots that he missed. Like, that skeleton just sucked. So yeah, so then I grab my other pickaxe, and then I start to mine around to the coal. And so I'm just mining over to there. And then I almost fall off the ledge, so good thing I was crouching. So yeah, I go over here to the coal. And then I grab the coal. Because, you know, you always need coal to smelt stuff. So I'm just grabbing the coal. And then I'm thinking. And then, yeah, I finish grabbing it. So then I run back. And then I'm, like, going back up. And then I see a zombie with full copper. And I'm like, And then I see a witch. And so I'm like, extra no. I'm not trying to fight that. And then a zombie gets me from behind. And then I'm just trying not to die. And then the zombie somehow reaching me and doing damage. So I jump away, and then I see this zombie trying to ambush me, so I hit him away, because I don't want him to kill me, you know? So yeah. And then I see another zombie coming, like all the zombies are starting to come up there. And then I realize I accidentally dig into the iron that I missed earlier. And so I get that, and then I block myself in. And then I finish getting the iron, and then I forget, and then I see there's more iron, although I thought there was more. But now I go down. And then the zombies jump down after me, and I'm trying not to die, so I knock them off. And then I build myself in. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, this is a good position. And then the zombie comes with an iron shovel and does a ton of damage. So now I'm low, and I blocked myself in, and I'm just trying not to die. So then I break out here, because the zombies can't really hit me from this position. So I'm just hitting them away, trying not to die. So yeah. And then he comes back up, and then my friend gets blown up by a creeper again. So I'm like, bruh. So then I start to escape from the cave. And, yeah. I start to get snapped by a skeleton again when I try to go to my inventory. And then I don't have anything to block it up, so I grab some blocks real quick. And then I dig out so that I can escape. And then the skeleton comes again to try and kill me. And so I block myself in again. And then I start to break out the other way. And then I'm digging up here, because I know there was another exit up here. So I'm telling my friend that I'm going through this exit and that he's on his own for now. So yeah. And then I break out, and then I see a zombie. I kill him. And then he drops an iron chest plate, or not an iron, a copper chest plate, which I want for some reason. And then so I run up here to the exit. So yeah, so now I'm free. And then I grab the coal that's here. Because, you know, more, like, stuff to smelt with. More coal to smelt with. Because the more fuel, the better. Because you really need fuel if you want to smelt. Because, you know, otherwise it's you can't smelt without fuel. So yeah, I'm grabbing the coal. And then I'm thinking this is another big vein. So yeah, look at my inventory. I have 53 coal. And then I start to grab the rest of it. And as you can see, I have 42 copper. And I didn't really even mine that much copper. So it's kind of crazy to think about. So yeah. So then I grab the rest of this coal. And then yeah. I exit the little coal vein that like cave that I created, and so then I run out and I try to go around back around to the other entrance that we entered from into this cave. So yeah. So then I'm running back to the entrance so that I can smell all of my stuff because, then I have more ores like that to craft with. So then, yeah, and then I realized I ran past this entrance. And so I go back to it and then I enter from above. And then my friend needs saving because he's down there in the caves and stuff. So then I'm looking through my inventory, sorting everything. And then I accidentally put coal in there, so I take it out. Yeah. And then I'm thinking to myself, like, what do I need to do? Then I take the emerald. Or maybe not. Well, I don't yet. But then I grab everything else that's in there. And then I put in the ores to smelt them. And then I go into the chest to place all my stuff in there. Grab more coal to put in there. And then I grab the iron that's there. And I'm thinking, well, I don't grab it for some reason. Now I grab it. And then I put everything in there. And then I start to craft a bucket for whatever reason. I guess mainly just to save myself. And then I create the rest of my armor pieces so that I have full iron. And then I put my extra armor into the chest. Or well, I guess I don't yet, but I do in a second. And so I put the bones in there. Yeah, then I put the copper armor. And then I organize my inventory. And then here's where I'm going to save my friend. So yeah, I'm like putting all my stuff in there. Then I realize I can't fit everything in here. So then I grab the other two chests that are in there. Or well, I get wood first because we don't really have any. And then I use that to make some sticks so that I can make an iron shovel. So I make the iron shovel. And then I put all my extra stuff in there. And then I realize it's full and I don't know what to put in there for it. So then I grab the other two chests. Or I grab it soon. I don't know why I'm taking so long to realize. Yeah, I'm looking, and then I'm sorting it out. And then yeah. And then I grab the rest of the ore. And then I put it into the bundle. Because that's like our ores bundle. So yeah. So then I'm just running around. I grab my bed. Or I grab his bed. Because he wants it down there so he can respawn down there instantly if he dies. And then I sleep in his bed for some reason. And then I realize I have all my armor on, and I don't want to And well, I eat first, and I realize I have all my armor on, so I'm not gonna go down to save him because with my armor on. So, but first I mine dirt. So this is the reason I made the iron shovel is to mine dirt, so that it's I have a lot of building blocks to go after him. So yeah, so I just start to mine a ton of dirt, and I'm just mining and mining and mining and mining and mining. And then eventually, I think I have enough dirt. So, yeah, after a bit. So I'm grabbing all the dirt that I need. I don't know why I need so much dirt, but I do end up using most of it for some reason. But yeah. But now I have a ton of dirt, so I go down there. I grab the two chests, which I for some reason didn't realize we had earlier. Then I put all of my extra stuff in there, except for my dirt. And then I almost go, and then of course a pickaxe to mine. And then I almost go into the caves without taking my armor off. And I'm like, wait a minute. If I die, I lose my armor. And then I just ignore the fact. I realized later that I did that. And yeah. So I'm going down into the caves. I'm running. I'm looking for mobs so I don't die. So I'm running down there. Yeah. I don't know why I got that much dirt. I guess just to break my fall so that I don't take as much damage. So I'm running towards him. And then I somehow don't see him. And I'm like wondering where he is. And I'm asking him. And then he's right above me. And I'm like, wait, what? So then I give him his bed. So yeah. So then I run back up to the surface. And I end up using like all of my dirt for some reason to do this. It's like I need to spam dirt to get out or whatever. And then I realized later that there was actually iron behind the waterfall. So I get that later. But right now I'm just wasting all my dirt to escape out of there. So my friend is sleeping, so I'm running out of the cave so I can sleep. So yeah, I'm just failing really badly for some reason to escape, even though it really isn't that hard. And then I'm like 4 hearts, so I'm about to die, so I'm trying really hard not to die. And then I run out of dirt, and then I realize I have a pickaxe, so then I mine out with that. And then I build some extra so it's easier to get out. And then I run over to my bed to sleep. And this video is already kind of long, so I'm going to end it here. So, if you're still watching, please subscribe, leave a like, and have fun. Well, yeah, have a good day. And remember, if you like this video, maybe watch some of my other ones and you'll have fun watching those too. Bye.